Hi, Miriam, and thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure speaking with you earlier today, and we would love to ask you some questions about education and philosophy, and also your school, because I think it's a very, very interesting thing that you're doing here.
I'm the co-founder of the Brooklyn Urban Garden Charter School. We call ourselves Bugs. I am a former attorney for the U.S. Department of Education in the Office for Civil Rights, where I worked with school districts for 14 years. I also taught special education before that, and I'm a mom. We very quickly realized it was a beautiful way to build not only just another school, but a new idea about what schools should be. The sixth graders study the garden, and they design the garden and expand the garden and build the garden, and then study it.
Yeah.
So in the process of doing that, they have to map the area where the garden is and calculate all of the dimensions of soil and seedlings and things like that. In our seventh grade year right now, we're doing a study of the Gowanus Canal, and the idea is that students will study American and New York history through the lens of the Gowanus Canal.
Here at Einstein Academy of Innovative Learning, we are not all about academics. We create leaders. And what do I mean by self-perfection? I mean as a person to grow as an individual to the highest point. And you should not limit yourself. If you want to do something, you'll do it. If you want to be a lawyer at the age of 25, you make goals. You make certain goals. I want to ask you, what does self-perfection mean to you?
It means being honest with yourself, move on to the next phase of your life based on what you need, not necessarily based on what's expected of you by other people. Having the courage to stand up for what you believe in, to identify what's right, and then being able to take steps based on that belief. Admissions to charter schools by law is lottery based. There's no other criteria other than where you live. And we take all students who get in through the lottery. And what that means is we have a very, very wide range of students' ability when they come in. I think the big challenge of education is to be able to meet the needs of a wide range of students.
Yes.
And being committed not to just serving the high achievers who are already there, but to bring the high achievers together and the kids who need more support, and finding a way to engage them so that you can understand what's blocking their achievement, and to give them the support to function socially in a school with a whole bunch of different other kids. Because I don't think it's necessarily a question of who's smart and who's not smart. I think it's a question of who's prepared to learn and who's capable of focusing enough in order to access their intellectual capacity.
Well, I think what you're doing here is incredible. I think what you're doing here is great. It's fascinating, it's interesting. You've captured our attention. Hopefully you've captured the parents' attention. And I'd just like to once again display the importance of applications, using live applications to conduct teaching sessions. And your school is doing that, and you're also you have meditation sessions, which I think is extremely important. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.